Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the presence or the present moment. In the last episode, we explored shifting from the gap to the gain and how that can transform the way you see progress. Today we're diving into the critical skill that makes the shift possible, which is the presence or the present moment. The presence is the ability to fully live in the now. It's about being present in the now and living in the now rather than worrying about yesterday or tomorrow, right? And it's the foundation for achieving a winning mindset. Today we're going to pull out some insights from The Power of Now and also from The Winning Mindset by David Niethe. It's going to give you some actionable steps to break free from the mental traps of the past and the future. And so by the end of this episode, you'll understand how to use presence as a superpower to enhance your focus, resilience, and joy. I'm your host, Anthony Dyer, and I'm so grateful that you're here watching or listening to this podcast episode. We'd love for you to share this episode with your friends, your family, and your workmates. If you haven't already done so, please follow or subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss any future episodes, and we can get this episode out to the wider community. So why does presence or the present moment matter? Here's the simple truth. Present moment is the only moment we ever have. And I mentioned this in the last episode, is that it's the only moment that we have. The past was a present moment. The future will be a present moment. So most of us spend our time mentally living in two places. It's the past or it's the future. We replay the failures or the future where we worry about things that haven't even happened yet because tomorrow is not here. Eckhart Tolle calls this the mental noise or the chatter that goes on that blocks us from experiencing life's richness. David Niethe frames this a little bit differently, and he says that, but it's equally as powerful. He says that every moment that you're not present is a missed opportunity to win the mental game. Presence isn't just about the state of mind. It's a tool that helps you take control of your thoughts and your emotions. And we also talked about in the last episode how your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions create your present reality. So imagine that you're driving home from work, and instead of noticing the sunset or listening to your favorite song on the radio or whatever you're listening to, you're worrying about a mistake that you made in a meeting or something that from the day that's bothering you. And that's the cost of not being present. You miss the beauty of the now. How often are we, during the day, do we worry about something small that happened and it just takes over our day, it takes over our thoughts, it takes over our emotions. So it's so important to live in the present moment. How do we break free from the past and the future? So how do we break free from these mental traps of the past and the future? It starts with awareness. Awareness is key to understanding what's going on. Without the awareness and the consciousness of being conscious of what's going on, you're just going to go round and round circles because you keep repeating those patterns, right? So Eckhart Tolle says that noticing your mind drifts is the first step towards reclaiming the present moment. David Niethe says that this is the strategy called disruption. He suggests that we use specific cues like taking a deep breath or saying a mantra to interrupt that negative thought pattern and to bring focus back to the now. So what are some practical ways that you can do this? First of all is mindful breathing. So you take 3 deep breaths. And remember, your out breath should be longer than your in breath. So you can count for 4 as you breathe in, hold for 2 to 3 seconds, and then let out for 5 or 6 seconds. Now, there's no exact science in this. It's whatever works for you, but your out breath should be longer than your in breath. And focus on the sensation of cold air moving in through your nostrils and through your body. Feel it in your tummy. And then as you breathe out, you feel that warm air. So stay present with that breath. Feel that cold air coming in and then feel that warm air going out. Then name 5 things that are around you. Look around and name 5 things that you can see, you can hear, and you can feel. This activates your senses and pulls you out of your head and into your body, right? Use the power phrase create a phrase like, I'm here now, or this moment matters. And repeat it whenever you notice your mind wandering away, when the chatter starts happening. So create a phrase like, I'm here now, or this moment matters, and repeat it whenever you notice your mind wandering. So here's the beauty of the presence. It not only helps us feel more grounded, but it also enhances our ability to perform. David Niethe explains that the presence boosts focus, creativity, and decision-making. These are all critical components of a winning mindset. And when you're fully in that moment, you're better equipped to handle challenges and opportunities and put those opportunities towards you. So at the end of each day, again, reflect on one moment when you were fully present. What made that moment feel special? How did it make you feel? Right? What made that moment feel special for you? How did it make you feel? When you practice this, it will train your brain to prioritize the present moment rather than wandering off into the future or the past. Now, you will have heard Tony Robbins say, if you're driving your car, looking in the rearview mirror, what's going to happen? You're going to crash, right? And if you're worrying too much about what's around the corner, you're not focusing on what's in front of you. So it's really important when we're in the driver's seat of our car, of our life, that your conscious mind is running the show, not your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is going to draw information from the past. That's all it knows about. So until you start to reframe, until you start to write new stories and reprogram your subconscious mind, it's going to be very difficult for you to move forward without drifting away from the present moment, right? So be in the present moment, reflect on what made that moment special, how did it make you feel? So this week, I really encourage you to commit to being fully present for at least one activity each day, whether it's a conversation, a meal, or a walk. Show up 100%. If you're talking to someone, be there 100%. If you're eating your food, just feel the sensation of that food in your mouth, the taste. Is it warm? Is it cold? How does it feel? Do you love that meal? If you're going for a walk, like I did today, and I just stood there. As I was walking, I was looking at the water and the beach and the sky, and I was just in awe of the beauty but also the vastness of nature. And I stood there for a bit, and I actually just meditated for a bit and went, I'm so grateful to be able to walk to the beach and live a life that I really love. So when you catch your mind drifting to the gap, use the tools that we've discussed. Right, breathing, grounding yourself, so breathing deep and holding it for a few seconds, then letting it out. Make sure that your out breath is longer than your in breath. Grounding yourself, go and take your shoes off and put your feet on the ground, on the sand, in the water, or use a power phrase like we discussed before to bring yourself back. I am in this present moment. I am here right now. Remember, every moment that you're present is a victory, is a winning mindset. You're already a champion just by showing up for your life. So I encourage you to keep championing your life, keep championing your greatness, and know that you are loved and you are worthy, and have an amazing day.